All right, fire it up. Just do your thing here, bud. Nobody's any better at this than you are.
That's fine. Take a deep breath.
Give them hell at the end. Good luck to you.
Fight like hell like we do every week. You are the best here.
Brett, be affirmative.
You told me to get on.
Info. Ready. Ready. Slow. Green, green, green. Lock it down, lock it down. 14.
I'm destroyed, and I just got drove through like 6 times on the 14th. What the f is he thinking? That is the stupidest thing I've seen in my career. Literally.
Everything you described is accurate. Haven't even finished the second stage yet. Half the field's wrecked.
Record. Hell yeah. 11 got it.
Proud of you there, Matt. Good job, pal. Thanks, man. Good job all day. Great work, my man. Great work.
Keep putting yourself in position. We'll win our share, right? We got one back today, brother. Good job.
10-4. Great job, guys.
And welcome back to Racing in the Draft. My name is Mark, and we are breaking down Las Vegas race number 4 in the playoffs. And boy, Bristol was a lot of fun last weekend. Lots of excitement, lots of drama, lots of in-your-face action between Chase Elliott and Kevin Harvick. If you've missed it, definitely go back and watch the last few laps. It's quite exciting. Kyle Larson getting to the front with a little help from his partner and teammate Chase Elliott holding back Kevin Harvick, which then ensued some words on pit road. But we're not going to rehash all of that. We're here to discuss DraftKings and NASCAR. Do me a favor, hit that like and subscribe button, share it with anybody else that you know likes NASCAR and DraftKings, and would love to give them some data and information to help build better lineups and win some money. So last weekend at Bristol, as I was saying, was quite exciting. Kyle Larson ended up taking the top spot and the most points. He led quite a few laps, 175 of the 500. Kevin Harvick ended up leading 71 and being the second highest point getter. But as we see for the optimal lineups from last weekend, Kyle Larson, Kevin Harvick, Ryan Blaney, Eric Jones, Bubba Wallace, Chase Briscoe. Kind of as we expected, definitely 2 dominators, almost a third. Blaney kind of was a little bit of a dominator there for a little bit. 2 place differential drivers, being Eric Jones coming from 22nd to 8th, and Bubba Wallace 28th to 16th, and Chase Briscoe a little bit of a PD upside there too. But 3 value guys being Eric Jones, Bubba Wallace, and Chase Briscoe, and I consider value guys anybody $7,500 or less. And 1 finishing spot person with being Ryan Blaney. The optimal lineup contest, which now has 7 races left. Kyle Larson now has a 3 race optimal lineup advantage over Daniel Suarez, Martin Truex, Ross Chastain, Denny Hamlin, and Ryan Blaney. Getting quite tight up there. Wondering if anybody can possibly catch Kyle Larson by the time we get to Phoenix and finish out this year's optimal lineup challenge. But last race at Las Vegas was the spring race, where Kyle Larson got his first win with Hendrick Motorsports and his first win of the 2021 season. And since then, he's gone on to win 6 races this year. So putting it on the field, probably hands down Vegas odds favorite to win the championship this year. But let's take a look at this week's South Point Hotel and Casino Las Vegas 400 at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. It is a steep D-shaped oval, 1.5 miles in length, 20 degrees in the turns. Race length this weekend is 267 laps, giving us a total of 186.9 Dominator points, coming from 66.75 laps led and fast laps 120.15. We will definitely be looking for at least one, if not two, dominators this week, and then the rest of the field will be filled out from our place differentials and value guys and finishing spots. But the real reason you guys came, let's break down the driver by driver breakdown. Kyle Larson, as expected, top of the heap, 11,100, starting on the pole. He won last weekend. He gets that prized spot of number 1 this week. And he may just not ever give it up. He is that good at this track. And this type of track, steep banked, high tire wear. It's really not a high tire wear, but it does wear tires pretty well. Tires will end up being a premium, anything over probably 30 laps. If there's a caution, they're going to come in and get 4 new rubbers. He does have just the 1 win here at this track, and that was at the spring race. And in the last 4 starts here, the 1 win, 1 top 5, 3 top 10s, and 4 of 4 top 20s. 48.8 DraftKings average, 7.5 place average finish. And as we stated, he finished first here in the spring race. He has 10 total starts here at Las Vegas with 1 win, 4 top 5s, 7 top 10s, and 9 top 20s. This would be one of the times that I actually will be having and taking the pole sitter, which typically I don't like to do or advise to do, but because Kyle Larson is so dominant at this style track, unless something happens, he may stink the show up a little bit. But there'll be people out here who want to knock him off his throne. One of them being Kyle Busch, 10,800, starting in 10th. He'll have to come up through the field a little bit. 11th on the power ranking. He is from Las Vegas. He's a native, so he's going back home to race at his home track. In the last 5 starts at Las Vegas, he doesn't have any wins, but 2 top 5s, 3 top 10s, and all 5 of those starts he's finished in the top 20. A 40.6 DraftKings average, 9.2 average finish. He finished 3rd here in the spring race. And out of his 19 total starts at Las Vegas, he has 1 win, 8 top 5s, 11 top 10s, and 16 top 20s. I do like Kyle's starting spot. I think he offers some PD upside and probably finishing position. And being the first round of 12 in the playoffs, he's going to want to start better than he did last round. Next in line, we've got Denny Hamlin, 10,500, starting 6th. Power ranking of 4 this week. Does not have a win in the last 5 starts here, but as the same with Kyle, 2 top 5s, 3 top 10s, and 5 top 20s. A 45.1 DraftKings average, a 9.8 average finish. He finished 4th here in the spring race. In his total of 19 starts, he does not have a win, but 4 top 5s, 9 top 10s, and 17 top 20s. All right, next in line here, we have got Chase Elliott, 10,200, starting 11th. He had a little trouble last weekend with Kevin Harvick, getting his tire cut down and going down 2 laps, but he'll be starting 11th this week. He is 3rd on the power rankings. He does not have a win here at Las Vegas, but does have, in the last 5 starts, 1 top 5, 2 top 10s, and 3 top 20s, a 48.5 DraftKings average, and an 8.2 average finish. He finished 13th here in the spring race, and out of his 9 total starts, no wins, but 2 top 5s, 3 top 10s, and 4 top 20s. Next in line, Joey Logano, 9,900, starting 9th. 5th on the power ranking. A little bit of PD upside here for Joey Logano, who does have 2 wins in the last 5 starts. 2 top 5s, 4 top 10s, and 5 top 20s. A 59.7 DraftKings average, and a 6.8 average finish. Both of those, I think, are the best of the group, but he has not been running as good as he had been earlier in the year, so getting a 5th on his power ranking. He finished 9th here in the spring race, and to his 16 total starts, he does have 2 wins, 6 top 5s, 11 top 10s, and 15 top 20s. So 15 out of 16 top 20s is not too shabby. All right, next in line here, we've got Martin Truex Jr., 9,700, starting 4th, 6th on the power ranking. He does have 1 win here at Las Vegas in the last 5 starts, 2 top 5s, 4 top 10s, and 5 top 20s, a 48.4 DraftKings average, 7.8 average finish. He finished 6th here in the spring race. He has 19 total starts at Las Vegas, 2 wins to that credit, and 6 top 10s, or 6 top 5s, 10 top 10s, and 18 of 19 top 20s. These guys that run well at Las Vegas. There's no doubt about it. Kurt Busch, the brother of Kyle, and home track for Kurt Busch. 9,500, starting 20th. Like his PD upside, power ranking of 10. Does have 1 win in the last 5 starts. 2 top 5s, 2 top 10s, 3 top 20s, a 31.2 DraftKings average, and a 17.8 average finish. He finished 19th here in the spring race and has 23 total starts at Las Vegas with the 1 win, 3 top 5s, 6 top 10s, and 11 top 20s. I think Kurt will probably show up and perform very well at this track. I think he'll finish right probably in the top 10, single digits, maybe even contend for a top 5. All right, next in line here, we've got Kevin Harvick, 9,300, starting 5th and 2nd on the power ranking. Kevin has really started to turn up the intensity level with the playoffs here and wanting to vie for a championship. 2nd on the power ranking, does not have a win in the last 5 starts, but has 2 top 5s, 4 top 10s, and 5 top 20s. 49.4 DraftKings average, 8.8 average finish. He did finish 20th here in the spring when Stewart-Haas really just did not bring good equipment to the tracks. But Kevin Harvick does have 24 total starts here at Las Vegas with 2 wins, 7 top 5s, 12 top 10s, and 18 top 20s to his credit. All right, next in line here, we've got Ryan Blaney, 9,100, starting outside pole, 8th on the power ranking. Ryan does perform pretty well at this style track and could potentially vie for a win. It's going to be tough getting around Kyle Larson at this style track, but he could finish close to where he's starting. Not a bad play. It's just a risky play, in my opinion. But his stats here for the last 5 are 2 top 5s, 3 top 10s, 4 top 20s, a 46.1 DraftKings average, a 10.0 average finish. He did finish 5th here in the spring race and has 10 total starts at Las Vegas with 4 top 5s, 7 top 10s, and 9 out of 10 top 20s. Next in line, William Byron, 8,900, starting 3rd. 14th on the power ranking. William Byron has not typically done extraordinarily well at this type of track. Other than this year, he has been performing better, and Hendrick Motorsports has been giving him great equipment. So, don't love his starting spot because of his stats, but let's look at those in the last 5. He's got no top 5s, 2 top 10s, 3 top 20s, 36.6 DraftKings average, a 15.6 average finish, finished 8th here in the spring, and has 7 total starts at Las Vegas with only 2 top 10s, 3 top 20s. So, a little risky play, but that starting position for 3rd for William Byron. Next in line, Brad Keselowski, 8,700, starting 8th, 7th on the power ranking. In the last 5 starts here, he has 3 top 5s, 4 top 10s, and 5 top 20s, a 5.4 average finish, and a 51.9 DraftKings average. Finished 2nd here behind Kyle Larson in the spring. And out of his 16 total starts at Las Vegas, he does have 3 wins, 8 top 5s, 11 top 10s, and 12 top 20s. Brad's pretty strong here. I expect him to at least potentially contend for maybe a top 3 or even top 5. A little bit of PD upside. Could lead a few laps, could have some fast laps, so maybe not a bad play to take Brad K this week. Next in line, Christopher Bell. 8,500, starting 12th, the last man in the playoffs. 23rd on the power ranking this week, has 3 total starts in the Cup Series at Las Vegas. 1 top 10, 1 top 20, a 22.4 DraftKings average, a 21.3 average finish. Did finish 7th here in the spring race, being in Joe Gibbs equipment has helped him out tremendously, and his stats will continue to improve. he probably will finish maybe around where he's starting and maybe even vie for a top 10, but I don't expect him to really be a top 5 threat. He only has 3 starts here, not 22, but still only the 1 top 10 to his account. He does have 4 Xfinity starts with 3 top 5s, 3 top 10s, and 4 top 20s out of his 4 starts in the Xfinity series. So Christopher Bell knows how to get around this track fairly well. Expect him, like I said, to probably finish top 10, maybe even get to a top 5, but that might be a little bit of a stretch with the competition that's out there. All right, next in line here, we've got Alex Bowman, 8,300, starting 7th, 13th on the power ranking. And in the last 5 starts at Las Vegas, he does have the 1 top 5, 2 top 10s, 4 top 20s, a 36.5 DraftKings average, and a 12.4 average finish. He finished 27th here in the spring race, and out of his 9 total starts at Las Vegas, has just 1 top 5, 2 top 10s, and 6 top 20s. Next in line, Matt DiBenedetto, 8,200, starting 14th, 9th on the power ranking. Matt does perform fairly well at this track and has a little bit of good PD upside here, so expect potentially good things out of Matty D this week. 2 top 5s, 2 top 10s, 3 top 20s in the last 5 starts, a 40.9 DraftKings average, and a 12.4 average finish. He did finish 16th here in the spring, and out of his 9 total starts, still the same 2 top 5s, 2 top 10s, and 3 top 20s. Next in line, Austin Dillon, 8,100, starting 15th, 18th on the power ranking. Only has 1 top 5, 1 top 10, 4 top 20s in the last 5 starts at Las Vegas. 24.2 DraftKings average and a 16th place average finish. He finished 12th here in the spring race and has a total of 12 starts at Las Vegas with only 2 top 5s, 6 top 10s, and 9 top 20s. He doesn't perform bad here, but I don't expect him to move up much more than where he is starting. Ross Chastain, 7,900, starting 18th. And this one kind of surprised me because he performs typically fairly well at a little bit steeper track, a little bit higher tire wear, can run the top line, but his record has not performed very well at Las Vegas. I guess he just hasn't figured out the layout, but maybe this week he might. So this is our first cautionary play of the week, which means probably not going to have a whole lot of him. Starting 18th, only has a 12.4 DraftKings average, a 28.5 average finish. He finished 23rd here in the spring, has 6 total starts with only 1 top 20. All right, next in line here, Tyler Reddick, 7,800, starting 13th. That's correct, okay. 3 total starts to his credit, 12th on the power ranking. Has only 1 top 20, an 8.6 DraftKings average, 26th place average finish. Finished 22nd here in the spring race. His Xfinity record is much better. He has 5 total starts in the Xfinity series with 1 win, 1 top 5, 2 top 10s, and 4 top 20s. Next in line here, we've got Daniel Suarez, 7,600, 17th on the power ranking, starting 26th. No top 5s or top 10s, but 2 top 20s, a 21.3 DraftKings average, and a 24.4 average finish. Finished 26th here in the spring. 8 total starts at Las Vegas with only 1 top 10 and 4 top 20s. I do like Daniel's starting spot. He's in better equipment. I expect him to probably get into the teens, so potential PD upside play with Daniel. Next in line, Ryan Newman, 7,500, starting 29th. I do like the PD upside with Ryan Newman. 19th on the power ranking in the last 5 starts here. Actually, the last 4 starts because he missed the race in 2019 after his wreck at Daytona. But out of those 4 starts, he has 1 top 10, 3 top 20s, a 30.8 DraftKings average, a 16.8 average finish. Finished 18th here in the spring race. 22 total starts here at Las Vegas with 4 top 5s, 10 top 10s, and 17 top 20s. Next in line, his teammate Chris Buescher, 7,300, starting 25th. Another decent PD upside play here. So we got 3 PD upside plays in a row to look at. All decently priced too. So I expect probably a heavy usage out of these 3 guys. 16th on the power ranking. No top 5s in the last 5 starts, but 1 top 10, 5 top 20s, 38.3 DraftKings average, a 14.6 average finish. Finished 14th here in the spring. 9 total starts at Las Vegas with 1 top 10 and 7 top 20s. I expect them to finish in the lower teens. So, like I said, pretty good PD upside play. Cole Custer, 7,100. 4 total starts at Las Vegas. And out of the last 3, he has 2 top 20s, a 22.8 DraftKings average, and a 20th place average finish. Cole does have some PD upside here, but they haven't shown the speed necessarily at 1.5-mile tracks this year, so potentially going to sway away a little bit from Cole. I might have him in a few lineups, but finished 25th here in the spring. Does have 5 Xfinity starts with 2 top 5s, 4 top 10s, and 5 top 20s in the Xfinity car. Next in line here, Eric Amarola, $7,000, starting 17th and 17th on the power ranking. No top 5s, 1 top 10, 3 top 20s, a 25.7 DraftKings average, a 19.2 average finish. Finished 38th here in the spring race. And he's got more than 2 total starts. Eric has, I don't know. Either way, not going to take a whole lot of Eric Amarola this week, so not going to worry about fixing it. 3 top 10s and 7 top 20s. I think he started here like 10 times. Next in line, we've got Ricky Stenhouse Jr., 6,800, starting 22nd. 12th on the power ranking. Decent PD upside play here. Ricky performs fairly well at this track. In the last 5 starts, does have 1 top 5, 2 top 10s, 3 top 20s, a 39.0 DraftKings average, and a 13.8 average finish. He finished 11th here in the spring race. He has 12 total starts here, and half of those he's ended up finishing in the top 20. Bubba Wallace next in line, 6,700, starting 21st, 25th on the power ranking. And the last 5 races at Las Vegas, he has 1 top 10, 1 top 20, 23.7 DraftKings average, 22.2 average finish. He finished 28th here in the spring race. 7 total starts with the same 1 top 10, 1 top 20. Don't like Bubba Wallace this week. He could surprise us, but it's not his style track that he performs very good at. So probably not going to take a whole lot of Bubba. Next in line, Eric Jones, though, 6,500, starting 16th, 20th on the power ranking in the last 5 starts. And remember, these are mostly with Joe Gibbs equipment. He does have 2 top 5s, 2 top 10s, 3 top 20s, a 23.7 DraftKings average, and an 18th place average finish. He did finish 10th here in the spring race in the number 43 Richard Petty equipment. And out of his 8 total starts here at Las Vegas, he has 3 top 10s, 5 top 20s. Next in line here, Ryan Preece, 6,300, starting 24th, 31st on the power ranking. They're not going to have much Ryan Preece this week, but 2 top 20s in his last 5 starts, and he only has 5 total starts at Las Vegas. 24.6 average finish, and finished 15th here in the spring. Next in line, we've got Corey Lejoy, 6,200, starting 27th. Finished 37th here in the spring, has an average finish of 27.0 in the last 5, with only 1 top 20. 7 total starts to his record at Las Vegas, with only 2 top 20s. Next in line, Chase Briscoe. Hey, there's somebody we could probably get behind. 6,000. Starting 19th, 24th on the power ranking. Only has 1 cup start here, where he finished 21st, giving him a 21st average finish. Does have 5 Xfinity starts here, though, with 2 wins, 2 top 5s, 3 top 10s, and 4 top 20s. So Chase Briscoe does fairly well at these tracks, and he's starting to kind of figure out the cup car. I expect him to probably do fairly well this weekend. Next in line, Michael McDowell, 5,900, starting 23rd. 30th on the power ranking. Why? Because he only has 1 top 20 in the last 5, and out of the last 14 total starts at Las Vegas, he only has 2 top 20s. Finished 17th here in the spring and has a 25.6 average finish. Stay away, Will Robinson. Stay away. Caution. Anthony Alfredo, 5,700. Starting 32nd. I do like Anthony Alfredo's potential here for some PD upside. It's not going to be a whole lot, but he did finish 24th here in the spring race. That is one Cup start. He does have one Xfinity start where he finished 8th. I think there's some room here for Anthony to move up, and his pricing will help get you some of the higher priced guys, even though it does come with a cautionary tale, being 26th on the power ranking, so buyer beware, but we've got to save some money somewhere. Justin Haley would not be that person this week, starting 33rd, 5,600, 33rd on the power ranking, has only one Cup start here where he finished 29th. And out of his 5 Xfinity starts here, he doesn't have a top 5, but 3 top 10s and 5 top 20s. Next in line, JJ Yeley, somebody with a lot of experience. Starting 38th, dead last on the field. Did not race the spring race here, but has 11 total Cup starts here, and 3 of those were in the last 5 races where he finished 31st as an average finish. He has 14 Xfinity starts here with 1 top 10, 5 top 20s. JJ's got a lot of experience here at this track, and starting 38th might be the last person on this grouping that are potential value savers to get you some of the higher priced drivers. BJ McLeod would not be one. Pretty much from here on is all red, so not going to take any of these guys, but we'll cover them real quick. 5,300, starting 34th, has a 33.5 average finish, has 8 Xfinity starts here also with only 2 top 20s. Next in line, Joey Gase, 5,100, has 6 total starts here, 35.2 average finish. Not sure I like much of Joey Gase this week. Garrett Smitley, 4,900, starting 30th, finished 31st here in the spring. Has a 33.7 average finish, 7 total starts with only in the Xfinity series with only 2 top 20s. Next in line, Josh Bilicki has 2 total starts and 3 Xfinity starts, 27th being the best in Xfinity and 35.5 average finish. So that's not going to work starting 31st. Expect them to probably fall back a little bit. Cody Ware, 4,600, starting 35th. 37th on the power ranking, finished 32nd here in the fall, and 2 Xfinity starts where he finished 34th and 35th. Quinn Hoff, 4,500, starting 36th. 3 total starts with a 33.0 average finish, finished 33rd here in the spring race. Not taking any of him. And that rounds out the drivers. All right. Optimal lineups from previous 4 races at Las Vegas. In the spring, we had 1/2 dominators with Kyle Larson leading 103 of the 267 laps. Top of the heap, finishing first. Let's see, we had 2 PD upside guys being Eric Jones and who else was here? Let's see. Christopher Bell would be the 2 PD upside plays. 2 value guys, which would be Ricky Stenhouse Jr. and Eric Jones. And 1 finishing position, William Byron, going from 2nd to 8th, still getting enough points and being a decent value play. $400 left over on that one. So as we saw, 1/2 dominators and the rest kind of finishing positions / PD upside plays. The fall race from last year, 1/2 dominators with Denny Hamlin leading 121 laps and Kurt Busch finishing first and leading 29 laps. Kind of the top of the heap there. 4 PD upside plays and 2 value, 2 finishing with $400 left over in that lineup. As you can see, the average starting position at both of these were 12.8 and 12.5. In the spring race of 2020, 267 laps, we had one Dominator with Joey Logano. Then we had 5 PD plays with Matt DiBenedetto, 19th, 26th, 21, 18, and 27th starting spots. The 19.3 average starting spot, so a lot of PD upside plays there, and $2,700 left over, which is a little unusual for this type of track. Don't expect to save that much money. I think you're probably going to be looking at having $500 to $300 left over on an ideal optimal lineup. Next in line, Las Vegas, fall of 2019, so 2 years ago. 267 laps, 2 Dominators with Martin Truex and Kevin Harvick taking the 2 top spots. Everybody else ended up almost being a value play, but we had 2 PD upside plays, 2 value plays, and 2 finishing positions where we spent all $50,000. And let's look at the last 5 races. The average salary, you had about $250 left over. Average points, 426.9, an average start of 19.0. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. with 3 times in the optimal lineup. William Byron, Eric Jones, Kurt Busch, Matt DiBenedetto, Joe Logano, and Austin Dillon all having 2 spots in the optimal lineup. All right, let's look at who we're taking in the way of Dominators this week. I think Kyle Larson, starting from the pole, could easily just go out there and lead 200, 210 of the 267 laps. It could be just he puts on a clinic. If he has any issues or any trouble at all, I think Ryan Blaney and Kevin Harvick could be potential players to pounce. So playing them along with Kyle Larson's not a bad play. Ryan Blaney's a little bit risky in the second starting spot. I do like Denny Hamlin and Chase Elliott. Got a little bit of PD upside to them. But true place differential guys, I like Kurt Busch starting 20th, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. starting 22nd, and as we saw, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. leads the pack in optimal lineups in the last 5 races here at Las Vegas. Chris Buescher coming from 25th, Suarez coming from 26th, and Ryan Newman coming from 29th are all really good PD upside plays. Other guys that I think could be finishing spots good enough to put them in the optimal lineup, or at least get you into the money, would be Christopher Bell and Alex Bowman. Value guys, we're looking at Tyler Reddick, Ross Chastain, and Chase Briscoe, maybe even an Eric Jones. So that kind of rounds out all of the drivers that I'm looking at for Dominators, place differentials, and value plays. Good luck this week. I appreciate you tuning in. Make sure you hit the like button and smash the subscribe so you get notified when I put out new videos each week. You can also check out some of my iRacing adventures. They were not very good this week, and that happens. I'm still learning. I'm getting better and better each week at that too. So tune into those. Let me know if you do that. Let me know if you end up hitting on any of your plays this week. Make sure you, once again, hit that like, subscribe, and share this with anybody that you think might enjoy the content. Have a great weekend. Enjoy the weather. It's going to be nice here on the East Coast. It looks like it's going to be a hot one in Vegas. And good luck. Have a great weekend. Bye.
Get a good deep breath. Get ready to roll here.
Only about one thing tonight, getting the W, so got to be around at the end to do that.
Get ready to roll tonight, boys. Let's go have some fun.
Don't get me any more fired up than I already am. All the way to the checker. You're fine. Nobody's got to run. Checker time, baby!
Hell yeah.
Proud of you there, Matt. Good job, pal. Thanks, man. Good job all day.
Great work, my man. Great work. Keep putting yourself in position. We'll win our share, right? We got one back today, brother. Good job.
Great job, guys. Excellent work, my man. Excellent work. Thank you.
Man, that's awesome. Set out with a goal we got in here, bud. Thank you very much.
Really proud of you, man. Drove your butt off tonight. We had the fastest car here, bud.
Probably killed our deal there. Just feel like I gave one away. Yeah, boys. Way to rebound. Great job.
Great job, bud. Really good job. Appreciate you hanging in there with us all weekend.
What a weekend. Good job. Thank you.